What's up, y'all? We are back for another edition of Too Busy, Too Busy, Too Busy Tuesday. Hey, too busy, too busy, too busy Tuesday. What's up, y'all? I'm so excited to be here. My name is Raffinée, and I am a licensed professional counselor in the state of Texas. So if this is your first time joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited to have you. If you are returning to Too Busy Tuesday, welcome back. I am just really excited to see y'all tuning in. Those of you that have been listening, thank you for listening. And I had guests with me the last couple of weeks. Today, it's just me. But if you tune in next week, I'm actually going to have another guest. So it won't be every single week that there will be a guest. It'll be kind of some alternations in there between me just being here, dropping in for 10 minutes, and then me and my guest, which will talk from anywhere to from like 20 to 30 minutes. Now, y'all, this topic that I chose for today is one that I actually was having a conversation with my coach and friend with recently, just about no days off. So, when it comes to having no days off, to that, I say way too busy. And here's why, y'all. I spent so much of my life working, 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 grinding, going hard, and like paying my dues, putting in all my time, not taking vacation days, even though I had them accrued. And I realized after a while that I was so burned out. I was so exhausted. I was so tired. I was so like just needing an outlet. Now, for me, for so long, my outlet was the weekend. So it was like, okay, your outlet is Saturday, Sunday, Friday after work. That's the time that you get. So you get 2 full days and a few hours on Friday night. And what I have found is that that was not very like satisfying or fulfilling for me. And so what I have more recently come to really adopt and appreciate is having days off. So 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago? I think, yeah, 2 weeks ago, I took a Wednesday off in the middle of the week. Actually, it may have been last week. I took Wednesday off literally just in the middle of the week. Nothing was happening. I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't have any like, oh, I woke up and I wasn't feeling well. I had decided actually the week prior. I was like, I think next week I'm just going to take a day off in the middle of the week. And so I did, and I made the necessary adjustments to my schedule to accommodate that. And it felt so good. I worked Monday, I worked Tuesday, and then Wednesday I had the day off and I was able to really just kind of do whatever I wanted to do. I worked Thursday. I don't work on Fridays. That's like I've not worked on Fridays probably in the last like 2.5 years. But like having that day off just in the middle of the week to be whatever I wanted it to be. Like I had a loose idea of some things that I wanted to do, yet I did not put all this pressure on me to have to do all of these laundry list of things because that would have really defeated the purpose of me having a day off. And I wonder if there are any of you out there that maybe have been like me in the past where it's like you work, 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 and don't have any days off. And maybe you find yourself struggling to find the time to take a day off. What am I going to do if I'm off? Maybe you feel like I need to have somewhere to go. I need to be going out of town if I'm going to have a day off. I've heard some people say that. And, you know, I always give y'all my disclaimer, just because I'm too busy for it doesn't mean that you are. I have found that I don't have to have somewhere to go just to have a day off. There is such sweetness for me and beauty in having a day off and just allowing it to unfold and see what happens. And so sometimes for me on a day off, it's like, I'm just going to let my body wake up when it wants to wake up and I'm not going to set an alarm for the day. Sometimes it is, I'm going to go outside if the weather is nice and take a walk and just enjoy nature and just kind of slow down, do some of the things that I don't always prioritize doing when I'm in the midst of like I have work and other commitments and things that I've got to show up for. Now, here's the thing. Taking days off can sometimes feel daunting. At least for me, it felt daunting to take a day off because when I come back, my inbox is going to be on 500 emails and I was only out one day. Or when I come back, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, we weren't able to do this, this, this. Or people are going to try to be blowing me up on my phone on my off day. Now, y'all, I have learned the value and the importance of having healthy boundaries. And so, as much as that stuff sometimes feels overwhelming and daunting, I had to learn to be okay with the fact that maybe I was going to have 500 emails when I came back. Yet, I was going to be able to handle it. I was going to be able to deal with the fact that there were 500 emails and I would get through them. Maybe not the day I came back. It might take me a couple days to get through it, but I could deal with that. I could handle that. And so, wherever you are in this journey, if you're like, Raffinée, I don't struggle, I take all the days off, then I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you in the comments. Tell us, like, what helps you to take those days off, to not feel maybe some of that pressure or the guilt that sometimes gets associated with taking time off. Now, if you're out there and you've been like me and you're struggling and you're like, I struggle to take time off because I don't want to deal with the after effects of it, then what's something that you might be able to do to move toward that direction if it's something you'd like to do? So if you're like, I'm not ready to work up to a full day, well, can you take a half day? Is there something like smaller that you can do on the front end before you get to that space of, okay, I took 3 days off of work? Like, I'm not asking you to go from nothing to jump into everything, but I would like to hear from y'all in the comments and just let me know, like, what either is working for you if you're taking the days off. What is something you can work towards if you're like, I really want to move towards taking some time off? Now, before I jump off today, I do want to share with y'all that I am really, really excited to be hosting another 6-week series. Now, if you don't have any context or idea what I'm talking about with my 6-week series, let me tell you a little bit. So, I've got this signature framework and it's called Listen Here. Now, Listen is an acrostic that I created that really is focused on bridging the communication gap between adults and teenagers. So, this 6-week series takes a deep dive into every letter of Listen. So, Listen stands for leave judgment at the door, ignore distractions, show your interest, tell them what you heard, empathize with emotions, and no interruptions. Y'all, I hosted a workshop this past Sunday and I had a phenomenal time getting to support these parents and answering so many great questions that came up just about these principles and really bridging that gap with these teens. Now, this series is not just for parents. It's for parents, it's for mentors, it's for other influential adults in the life of teens to really be able to work these things out. Now, included in the series comes all kinds of things, y'all. It's a private Facebook group. It's weekly live lessons with me. You get support. You get a one-on-one session with me. So if you're interested in hearing some more about it, want to like get some more details, you can reach out to me. One, you could also go to this link that is in the chat. I'm also going to show it on the screen so y'all can check it out if you're interested. So you're going to go to raffinewilson.com/the6-week-series. So raffinewilson.com/6-week-series. And you can get more information about the series and what's going on. I'm so, so excited. Seats are already filling up. And this group, I think, might reach capacity before we actually get started. It's going to start in May. And like I mentioned, you can go to the site to get more information about when it's happening, what's included in it. You can read some testimonials of people that have attended previous series, previous session of the 6-week series and get some more information. So I look forward to being here again next week for another episode of Too Busy. I'm going to have a special guest, so be on the lookout for a post and information about who my special guest is going to be joining me next week, Tuesday. All right.